Hey guys, welcome back to some more Cricket Captain 2017 and part 26 of the road to world #1 with England, and today the start of the Ashes, the home Ashes in 2019. If you weren't aware, I think I was streaming earlier on today if everything went to plan, so make sure you go and check out the archive video where we're doing the limited overs road to world #1. Pardon me. Yeah, so we've got to pick the squad. Unfortunately, Liam Livingstone is injured, so we can't play him. A lot of you guys have been asking for David Malan to be picked and Tom Westley, and I guess we could do that if we go into first class. Where are they? So it'll be by name. You can't sort it the other way, so Malan will be down here. Milan's there, so we'll put him in the squad just so we can have a quick look at him. And Westley, and obviously Roland Jones has been doing very well against South Africa, so maybe he's worth a shot as well. So we'll have a look at all these guys before we get into the match. But this guy's appeared. I don't know if he's real in real life. Michael Fogden, Warwickshire in England. That's the only way to check is if he's got any records. No, he has. So he's 20-year-old, but he's played 27 one-day internationals and done okay in them as well. And he's played in 8 2020s. And he's had some good form this season. You know, he averages 45, but what about this year? His average is only 33, but a top score of 154. This guy was automatically in the squad, so I don't know whether that's meant to mean he's any good or not. But do we throw him into an Ashes series? That's the question. Sam Northeast, I think, deserves maybe having his spot. What's David Malan been up to the last couple of years then? What's his current year looking like? He's averaging 39 with the bat. Last year he averaged 38, and the year before he averaged 30. So he's not doing brilliantly with the bat. And obviously, I don't think he's much of a bowler, but I don't know. I mean, his average was 43 with the ball a couple of years ago. Last year it was 44. This year he hasn't bowled a ball in first class. So, David Malan, I thought it was David, but he's not going to be playing just yet. Tom Westley, though, his average this year is 42. That's not too bad. Last year it was 42, and the year before it was 36. So, you know, it's difficult to tell whether he'd be any good. Yeah, I think the first Ashes test isn't the place for him. Roland Jones, let's see how he's been doing this year with the ball, averaging 29 this year with the ball, 21 wickets. What about last year? 27, and the year before, let's have a look, 20. So, you know, he's doing alright. I think he could come in and do a job. Chris Wokes hasn't been in the best of form this year so far. I mean, his average is good with the ball, but actually 44 with the bat's not too bad. It might have been Ben Stokes I was looking at then, or maybe I'm just completely... Yeah, Ben Stokes' form with the ball is terrible, but with the bat he's doing alright. So who do we get rid of? That's the question. Moeen Ali was the guy that was out of the squad when I signed in, and yeah, do we get rid of him? That's the question. No, we can't go without a spinner. So I think, unfortunately, Roland Jones misses out. Let's just have a look at the current year and make sure everybody's in decent form. I mean, if you look at the averages, Toby Roland Jones is in the worst form, bowling-wise. So, as that's what he'd be coming in to do, yeah, he's gone. Just for this game, we'll see how we do in this match. Let's get some coaching stuff done. Give Anderson a bit of bowling practice. He's been the best bowler in first class cricket this year, according to the stats. So I think that's quite interesting. Johnny Bairstow can have a bit of batting practice, as can Michael Fogden and Joe Root and Keaton Jennings. Moeen Ali gets to see the physio, as does Stuart Broad. So let's continue on a bit. We got the quarterfinal of the World Cup, by the way, as you can see on here. Hopefully it won't let us go, but we got beat by India is the bottom line. And yeah, now we have the Ashes to contend with, and it's going to be an interesting one, most definitely. Ben Duckett is definitely playing. Alistair Cook is in terrific form apparently, so he's going to play as well. Joe Root at 3 maybe, Bairstow at 4, Fogden at 5, Sam Northeast at 5 I guess, and then Fogden at 6 with Ali at 7. Stokes at 7, Ali at 8, Wokes at 9, and Stuart Broad 10 with Jimmy Anderson at 11. I think that seems like a good squad to me. Keaton Jennings will just miss out, despite having a very good series against the West Indies and being in good form. I think the players we want to go for are these 11. This Michael Fogden guy, I'm nervous about him, but everything there suggests that he's a good player, and at the age of 20 he could be a hero for us. So get him in early and get him used to the squad, and hopefully we can have a good performance against Australia today. Here we go. We're 5 stars, so are Australia. It should be a very, very tight match. The Ashes is about to start and we're bowling first. I'm not too bothered about that. I think you know, if we can keep Australia under 300, at least under 400, we have a good chance. So hopefully you guys are good. Make sure you keep the support coming to make sure this series stays daily. I'm really enjoying it at the moment, and I'm hoping to keep it daily for as long as possible. But we'll have to just see about that. A lot of series out on the channel at the moment, a lot of variety for you guys to enjoy. So the first spell, not too brilliant. We'd like to get a wicket sooner rather than later. We'll keep going just a little bit with these two. We'll bowl one more over each, and then we'll bring Moeen Ali in with James Anderson. Anderson down to Renshaw, good delivery, but that's inside edge for 4. That's unlucky. And well, we've reached the lunch interval, and Australia have reached 139 without loss. A very good morning for them. Well, hopefully we can come out after lunch and cause some problems, but it's not looking particularly likely. Renshaw and Warner have got 50s. Warner's gone to 100. So a good toss for Australia to win, obviously. And yeah, I think we're going to start bowling outside off stump to these guys now. Try and reduce this run rate slightly. That's a good delivery from Stokes though, and he makes the breakthrough. Warner gone for 114, and finally we make the breakthrough, and hopefully that is the start of something. But Steve Smith's off to a good start. He's the guy we need to get out, really. Anderson and Broad come back then. Anderson to Renshaw now. Good delivery, but that's only the second highlight of the day, and it's looking like a good batting surface tee interval on day 1, and it's 247 for 1. Moeen Ali and Ben Stokes after tea. Stokes to Renshaw now, very good delivery, and Renshaw gone for 74 finally. We've got both openers out. Ali now to Cartwright. Oof, what a delivery. And I tell you what, Ben Stokes is making us glad I chose him over Roland Jones. No, that was a silly appeal, really. That's a good delivery. Has Ali got his man? He has. Cartwright gone for 24, and now Australia 304 for 3. These two are very expensive. Anderson and Wokes. Anderson to Steve Smith. That's his first wicket of the Ashes. Steve Smith gone for 102. A good innings from him. 30 for 4 now. And we're starting to get into it a little bit. New ball available. We'll chuck it straight to Jimmy Anderson and Chris Wokes, and then bring back Broad and Stokes till the end of the day. And end of day 1, 408 for 4. What a day for Australia that is. Not much we could do about it, really. You know, we lost the toss, and well, Anderson's got Hanscom for 71. It was a quick fire 71, and hopefully now we're back on track to keep the score as low as we can. They're obviously probably going to get 500-600, but we've won games from that situation before. That's a good delivery by Broad, and Wade gone for 20. Broad gets his first wicket of the Ashes now. All we need is Chris Wokes to go and get his. Good delivery to Khawaja, but couldn't quite find the edge. Australia brought their 500 up. A good delivery by Anderson, but outside the line. Edged and gone though. Khawaja out for 92. And now we've just got to mop up the tail. I say just. Edged and gone. Stark gone for 15. Ali gets his second wicket. And the lunch interval comes on day 2. 5:27 for 8. Anderson now to Paris. It's a good delivery, and he gets his 4th wicket. Paris gone for 34. But Australia really attacking. Anderson to Hazelwood. Oh, dropped catch. Anderson to Many now. Oh, and that's a thin edge. And he's gone for 15. Anderson gets his 5 but it's 571 all out for Australia. Anderson 141, 5 for 141, the pick of the bowlers. Now we need to go out there and get a decent total. That's a good delivery to Alistair Cook though, not out. Lots of pressure on Ben Duckett. You know, he was one of the standout players last year. Big expectations of him this year to go and perform for us. We've reached the tea interval, 67 without loss. Oh, but Ben Duckett gone in the first over after tea. He's out for 31, and now Joe Root comes to the crease under a bit of pressure, and he's gone for 1. So 71 for 2 now. We had a nice start, but starting to struggle. Alistair Cook steadies the ship with a nice 50. Can Johnny Bairstow come in and do well as well? This could be a run out. Oh, good running though. And if we can make our way to 150 by tea, I'll be pretty happy. Or the end of day, I should say. Johnny Bairstow gone for 21, not a good innings for him. Now Sam Northeast comes to the crease. End of day 2, 155 for 3. I got the way I wanted, but 416 behind. We still need 216 to avoid the follow-on, which would be ideal. Alistair Cook has went and got his 35th Test match century, and well, it was definitely needed. Hazelwood now to Northeast. Well, that's a good delivery, you know. Just need to push on a little bit here. Oh, Cook dropped for 124. That's good. Shall we go Australia style and start to attack a little bit? Edge for 4. Sam Northeast brings up his 50. Oh no, he doesn't. Not quite. Doesn't quite bring it up. He has brought it up since. That's high in the air though, and it's going to be caught. It is. Sam Northeast gone for 57. Debutant Michael Fogden comes to the crease now. Let's watch his first ever ball in Test match cricket. Well, it's a nice little flick down, a very risky one, but he did alright. Lunch interval day 3 then, and it is 267 for 4. Still need another 104 to avoid the follow-on. But Alistair Cook going nicely on 144. We've got the debutant at the crease, so hopefully he can be inspired, but that's a good delivery. And Fogden gone for 10. So Ben Stokes now comes to the crease under a bit of pressure for his place, despite a couple of wickets in the first innings. We'd like Ben Stokes to get a total, and well, he's gone for 24. I shouldn't have attacked him. Ali edged for 4. Very, very fortunate. We still need another 55 to avoid the follow-on, and that's going to be difficult now because Alistair Cook has gone for 155. We're going to be following on here. I'm pretty sure of it. Unless these two can muster something together. But Wokes has gone for 17. It's all on Mo and Ali now. T-interval day 3, we need another 23 to avoid the follow-on. It's always the way. We'll get within 5 and then we'll lose our last wicket. But 349 for 8, you know, on any other day is a decent total, but not when you need another 20-odd to avoid the follow-on. Although Broad's hit a nice 4 there to keep us going. Few maiden overs in a row, and finally Broad's gone for 9 and Jimmy Anderson comes to the crease. Is he going to even survive? I don't think so. Oof. Oh, dropped catch. A dropped catch. Could that be important? We've got Ali on, well, we had Ali on strike. We still need 11 to avoid the follow-on. Surely we're not going to manage it. We're not. It's always the way in cricket, captain, and we have been asked to follow on. So we're 210 behind. We need to go and get a massive total, really. And Ben Duckett's got himself out early on. He's gone for 7. Oh, what a disaster of a first test match so far. 48 for 1. End of day 3. 55 for 1. We need 155 to make Australia bat again. And the pitch is getting better and better for bowlers. We're definitely in trouble. And Root's gone for 45. I thought he was playing himself in for a long innings. I was obviously wrong. Cook's digging in again, which is good. He's got another 50 in this match. Lunch interval day 4 then. 139 for 2. We're 71 behind the Australians. Oh, what a shame. Cook gone for 57. And now Sam Northeast comes to the creases. Well, our last hope. Bairstow's gone for 31. Can Fogden do anything? The 20-year-old surely isn't the answer. Although he's come out and started swinging the bat. And got himself out. Oh, we still need 34 to avoid an innings defeat here. Well, scores are tied. We've actually avoided an innings defeat, but we've only got 5 wickets to go. We need to go and get a 250 lead, really, if we have any intention of winning this match. But T-interval day 4, we're still battling out there. 234 for 5. We're still only 24 ahead, so really it's 24 for 5. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? It was 21 for 5 in the 2005 Ashes before Kevin Pietersen came in with Geraint Jones and steadied the ship. We still lost the match, but everybody got to see how good Pietersen was. Northeast gone for 29 now. We're 36 for 7. Really, and this has been a disaster of a match. Ali gone as well for 10, and it's down to Stuart Broad and Chris Wokes to get us through this match. I mean, Chris Wokes has got a double century in this save before, but Broad is terrible as usual. Can Anderson keep the ball out when he faces it? I mean, Wokes has gone for 17. Australia needs 69 to win in this first test match. It's just been a bit of a disaster. And, well, some serious rethinking is going to be needed for the next test match. Broad into Warner, that's a decent delivery, but not out. Edgeden gone, though. Warner out for 9. Don't want to get too excited because we're definitely not going to win. Anderson to Renshaw gone. Both openers out early on. 23 for 2. Come on, boys. Edge for 4. Are we going to take... Well, no, we're not going to take it to a 5th day because they've got the run they needed. And Australia have won by 8 wickets. Yeah, very, very disappointing first test match. It was pretty much won on the toss, though. They got out there and got the big total, and then got 20 wickets, and that's what won them this match. Yeah, Hazelwood man of the match for his 4 for 85 and 6 for 79. Not too bad at all. Mitchell Stark had a good innings last time out as well, though. But Alistair Cook did well in this match. He's been the shining light of that test match. But we're 1-0 down in the series now. We need to go and recover in Birmingham. Oops, I've already gone into the England squad. I mean, what do we even do? I guess that's something for the next episode. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like. It really does mean love for me and for the channel. And hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.